Good morning. This is Mariah from Teach, Play, Travel. I'm in Juneau, Alaska, working from home today. It's a beautiful day. It's going to get sunnier later on. And there we have Gastineau Channel and the mountains across the way. You can see Mount Roberts right across from us. And it's very calm out on the water. I have a sailboat in the harbor across the bay. And many people have been climbing Mount Roberts, even in this cold weather. Yesterday, I went out to a place called East Glacier Trail, and I hiked that in a record 2 hours, maybe a little less, but it was very beautiful. It was cold, so we walked fast. And I'm going to go inside. As you can see, there is the capital of Alaska. It's Juneau. 32,000 people live there. And you can see some blue skies. We're hoping it gets bluer. Those condominiums across the road are right on the water. And as you can hear, we have a little traffic. That is the road going to Douglas. So to get from Juneau, you cross a bridge, you come down that road and go to downtown Juneau. And if you turn the other way, you would see a bridge. After the bridge, you would go into the North Douglas Highway. So I've been working. I got up at 5:15 today, got ready to teach at 6. I have an independent reading student through a program called Outschool. I've been making good money with that. So I'm diversified from teachers, paid teachers, and added Outschool. And they both mesh together really well. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. So I am just having my breakfast now. I made gluten-free waffle that I buy, and I put peanut butter and some apple slices on that. You can see I have a nice place to work so I can get some fresh air. For me, that is essential. I'm an outdoors girl. And that is why I'm here to tell you about Teach, Play, Travel, because I hope that everyone can have the life that I have, where you can live in a place where you can get in the out of doors and work from home and also travel. So right now I'm in Juneau. My last video was in Guatemala. I've also been to Panama. I have some great places on the beach that I go there. So I'm hoping to escape this winter as well. And all of my students and my work can come with me on this laptop. This is very exciting, and that's something I want to share with all of you. If you are looking for work that you can do remotely as you travel and also combine it with your passions, that is what Teach, Play, Travel is all about. So I have been working with teachers, paid teachers, developing lesson plans and educational materials, and I'm broadening into curriculum. Last semester, I was taking a college class called Curriculum, Culture, and Community. And this semester, I'm taking a class called Sustainability, Sustainable Livelihoods, and Community Wellbeing. And that is influencing my work a lot. And as part of my values, I feel like we should really develop quality lessons for kids and something that's going to help us with our sustainable future as well. I'm very concerned about that, as we all should be. And the more we learn about it, and the more we learn that we can make a difference, we can have hope. So I'm going to show you what my goals look like right now. So I have a very kind of a loose way to keep my goals. I just use a Word document. And I do have more elaborate like plans laid out. But when it comes to my day-to-day work, so I'll just glance at my plan. This is for teachers, paid teachers. I'm going to write a blog for Halloween. I'm going to get that posted by tomorrow, Sunday. And then I'm going to revise my covers for the Halloween resources. This is something I could have done a month ago. I've sold a few of my Halloween resources, and I realized that I did not include all of my resources in a bundle, because last fall I made some patterning resources for kids. Really could be used from kindergarten to 2nd grade, but it could also be used for special education. Really fun activity that teaches patterns, and it has all the images for Halloween that are really bright and colorful. And then I can show you that later. I'll show you my TpT store. So I'm going to bundle those, as I mentioned. And in order to bundle, all I need to do is make a new cover and write the description. And for the description for those, I take information from both and just do a little creative writing and mesh those together to write my description. That will be easy, and it will also show that I have a new resource. So right now I have 209 resources on TpT, and I will be up to 210. Then I'm going to work on my Anishinaabe cultural resource. I've got bundles with all the resources, and individually and with the bundles is one of my highest sellers. And so there are a lot of teachers, perhaps in the Anishinaabe region, that really don't have a lot of curriculum materials out there. And I have visited some of those schools in some of the areas of the Anishinaabe schools and have talked to the people in the schools, and there really is a need for more resources. And I did research on Anishinaabe when I was in my educational specialist degree in literacy, worked with an Anishinaabe storyteller, and that, along with taking the language, is the basis for my developing those resources. And that is a land where I grew up in Michigan, and my mom is from Ontario, Canada, and she also comes from the Anishinaabe region, though her ancestors come from Acadia, which is the Mi'kmaq territory. So we've passed on those values of being close to the land and respect for the land throughout the generations. So the next thing on my list is a blog for emergent literacy. Again, always near and dear to my heart, and I have a lot of that. So if I can write a blog for that on my Aurora education page, that will help me increase my sales. Now with Outschool, I am teaching reading classes. I have both a 5th grader and a 3rd grader who are about at the same reading level. And I suggested we read a book called Seldovia Sam, which I'm going to get to. I wanted to show you guys the book. And both of them are really enjoying it. It's a very easy reading. When I work with struggling readers, I do not want something that difficult. So, but I also want it to be fun and interesting. And this is a really fun and interesting book. I've taught it many times, so I have a lot of resources for it. And it works well. So this here is the book. Seldovia Sam and the Very Large Clam. There's 4 books. So the kids, once they gain the background knowledge for Seldovia Sam, and I'm making a resource that has maps. And I use Google Maps. So Seldovia is a small village on the ocean of Kachemak Bay, which is connected to Cook Inlet, the Gulf of Alaska, and the Pacific Ocean. So the kids get to learn all of that geography while they're reading this book. And this is what I want to say on Outschool. You can pick any topic that you have passion for. You don't have to be a certified teacher, and you can teach it. I am a certified teacher, and I've used these books. They sell them in all the bookstores in Alaska, but I've got this one on Thrift Books. Oftentimes I give away my favorite books, so I'm always ordering them. Most of my books I've maybe ordered 3 times. So if you have a passion for literature, or a passion for working with kids, even if you don't have a teaching degree, Outschool is a great platform. I'll talk to you a little bit now about Outschool. I was a TpT seller opening my own store in 2017. My goal is to be location independent. I really love, like, say, for example, living in Guatemala or Panama. I want to get to Thailand and spend some time there. And instead of just touristing, where you're just spending money every day, I like to rent a place for about a month, settle down, and do my writing from there. And many people have their remote work, location independent, and a gig that they can do anywhere in the world and make money. Some people live very luxurious. They may be coders, working in technology. I meet a lot of people when I'm traveling that have these types of jobs. They have a skill they can do from anywhere. Their company is fine with them working. Now, it's taken me a long time, and that's one reason why I have this YouTube channel, is so that I can help other people find their niche in the remote work market and be able to make a living and live in a beautiful spot where hopefully you can enjoy nature. So for my YouTube channel, Teach, Play, Travel, I want to make sure that people have enough time to play as well as working. So priority for me is teaching, helping kids learn, having a passion in life that makes the world better for everybody. Second is play, because you have to have a balanced life. If you do not have play, you have no joy. You can't share that joy in your work either, because it just leads to burnout, as a lot of us teachers have seen. And that is why not only am I looking for that in my own life, but I want to help you find that as well. So you're making enough money, you have time to play. Lately, it's been all work and no play for me, but I got out hiking the last 2 days and it's been amazing. And I'm going out to do a fun thing today. Excuse me. So I have my tea. I start out my morning with making some great tea. And I had a lot of tea before my class, or a good hot cup of tea. And it's keeping me going through the morning. I stopped to make a little breakfast for myself. And now I'm working on some resources as well as this video. So I'm going to get off the screen share here. As you can see, it's really nice to be able to just step out my patio. And as well, I am able to, like today, I'm going to drive out the road and go to a place called the Shrine of St. Teresa. It's got first of all, I'm going to drive out toward Auk Bay, which is 10 miles from downtown Juneau. And then from there, I will probably stop at Lena Point, get out and walk to a nice point that leads to like a little peninsula. So it's a perfect little destination, start getting some exercise, and then get back in the car and drive out to the Shrine of St. Teresa. I'm going with another yoga teacher who is also looking to work online, but we are working on some yoga retreats together. So we're going to check out the Shrine of St. Teresa as a destination for yoga. She is a certified yoga teacher. And I'm also coaching her to get started on Outschool. She's going to be teaching some ESL classes and some nutrition classes. So if you would like coaching to get started on your own Outschool business of teaching, look in the links below. And there is a link, a referral link for Outschool. And if you use that link to sign up for Outschool, I will coach you to get your business started, and you would be able to receive 4 hours of free coaching from me to get started on your business. I write lesson plans, so I would be able to write your own lesson plan if that's something that intimidates you. It's something that not all of us have experience in. Then I would have a discussion with you what kind of lesson you want to teach, coach you on how to find your niche for teaching. For the application process, takes about usually 2 hours. And then you make a little demo video based on that lesson plan. So for the application and the video teaching demo, you want to stay clearly in one niche. So my friend Jen, who I'm going to be coaching, or I'm in the process of coaching, but we haven't made our demo video yet. And that's something we're going to work on. So you want to make sure you're clearly in one niche. One of her interests is ESL, and she feels that's something she can do from Mexico. They're gonna be buying a family home in Mexico. So one thing you have to do if you're going to be living overseas is you need to apply from England, the United States, Canada, Australia, or New Zealand. So they want people to be in the system within one of these countries. That's just the way their platform works, and getting applied, getting background checks done, etc. So then after that, she would be able to live anywhere she wants. And one thing I did hear with Outschool is that you have to be 6 months in one of these countries and 6 months, or maybe every 6 months, check back in. So, and that's something a lot of us who work remotely that we do. For example, right now I'm in Juneau for a couple of months. I'm working on a contract for early childhood education. And once I get that started, am going to take a couple months and live in a little warmer climate for a while, though I do love the skiing here. And the skiing is only about, like right now, we are at the end of October. So it's about a month and a half away. Mid-December, the ski slopes will open. And I will definitely enjoy some skiing this winter. So to get back to Outschool, it is a great platform to work. You can pick your niche while you're applying so they can see you have one clear area of expertise and interest and passion about teaching. After you get going, though, you can broaden out. Right now, I have a very broad scope of classes, but I want to tell you the person I'm coaching, they are starting with ESL. They have a certification in nutrition, no college degree, but they can say about that certification in nutrition that they are an expert in that area. So she's going to add some nutrition classes for teens, and then yoga classes, and maybe go on from there. But in her application process, she's just going to stick with ESL. So that will make it much easier for her to get accepted. And that's what we want. We want you to get accepted right off the bat so that you can start teaching and start making money. So if you have any questions, just drop me a little note in the chat of this YouTube video, and we can we can do a Zoom meeting or maybe email some questions, and you will be able to see if it's something that's for you. After that, if you do start applying, you can use my referral link, and I will, at that point, start giving you free coaching. So I look forward to hearing from you. It's going to be a beautiful day. I want to make sure that I get all my work done before heading out the road. And when I start teaching here, like for example, this morning at 6 in the morning, it's dark, and now it's beautiful. You can see this beautiful scenery. Warming up often in the morning. I'm pretty cold when I get started, so I put on a warm sweater. Today it's going to be a nice day. So I hope that all of you have a nice day. Get out and enjoy wherever you are, even if it's raining. And get out and get some exercise in nature, because it's a #1 thing that you can do to help your mental health, your physical health, and have that spiritual connection with nature. So great talking to all of you guys. And I look forward to hearing from your comments, any questions you have. And I want to share this exciting life that I have, where I'm able to live in a beautiful spot like this and work from home. I do some work in person with kids whenever there's a request. Had a request yesterday, but the remote work gives me the opportunity to be able to travel, go visit family, or live in Latin America or Asia, and still make an income. Even when I do make an income, for example, if I'm going to be teaching Guatemala, I like my extra income from Teachers Pay Teachers and Outschool, because it's going to give me, extra couple $100 or $1,000 when I need it to live on and have the lifestyle that I want to leave, and not be penniless, like in between contracts. So it's really working out well for me, and I want to share that with you. Thank you so much, and I look forward to hearing from you.